Hello, our dear viewers. My name is Claire and my channel is called Onfunablonji First. Yeah, my channel is called Claire in Gulu, and I share daily experiences, daily life activities here in my village. And today, what I'm doing, I am washing some kutia, some sacks, which I'm going to be using in my brooder. So in a few weeks, about 2 weeks from now, I'll be starting to rear chicken. I'll be bringing in very, very young chicks here. And so I'm making some preparations for when I bring those chicks. Okay. So what I'm doing right now is to wash sacks, and those sacks will be used in my brooder. And you will see how they will be used in the brooder as we progress. Okay. So let me get the sack. Whoo! Oh, take him. So, dear friends, everyone has their way of making a living here in the village, and for me, what I am focusing on right now is a chicken project, rearing chicken, and as I also hope to add some other birds like ducks, as well as some animals, maybe some sheep and some goats. So these sacks which you're seeing, these were sacks these were sacks used to cover chain link. Yeah, these were sacks that were covering chain link when I was buying chain link for fencing my farm. And so I'm actually recycling. I'm using a form of recycling because I'm reusing these sacks, washing them, and I'm putting them to a different use, and that will be in my chicken house where my very young chicks will be. Okay. So usually in the brooder, like when the chicks have just got into the brooder, they are very, very young, and they cannot differentiate between what is food, like and what is not food. Okay. So some people use brooder paper, like they cover brooder paper over the litter in those first 2 or 3 days of receiving the day-old chicks, so that the chicks do not swallow like coffee husks or other form of husks used. So for me, what I'm going to use for covering the husks and protect the very young chicks from, swallowing things that are not food, is going to be these sacks. I have lots of them because I had many bundles of chain link, and so these sacks will be covering the floor during those first 2 or 3 days when I receive the baby chicks. That will be in about 2 weeks from now. Okay, so I'm doing the preparations. I'm already doing the preparations for receiving the chicks. As you can see, woo, 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 woo. So this one is now washed, eh? Now I'm going to hang it over there. Jangu isma. And then kanik. Sembela. So all these are sacks that I'm going to be using, and there are more that I'm still washing, and that's what we are going to be using in our brooder. And yeah, I think I'll be showing you what it will look like once we've laid them there in the brooder. Okay, so that's it for today's video. Isma, you can stop the video. It's stopping. So our dear viewers, this is going to be the brooder room where we will receive the very young chicks when they arrive here on the farm. Yeah, this is what it looks like right now. We hope to add some husks inside here to cover the floor. And yeah, you can see it has some windows, though there are not many. There's just two, one on that side and one on this other side. Okay, and that will be what they'll use for having some aeration here in the brooder room. And also there is this provision for a light so that they can be able to see during the night, because those very young chicks feed both during the daytime and also during the night time. All these things will be taken out: the wheelbarrow, the hoe, the spade, and those other tools will be taken to a different room prior to the chicks being brought here. And we will show you all that as we make the improvements for the brooder. Okay, thank you for watching.